Hi, I'm Elizabeth Schindler. I am a holistic chef and integrative health coach, and we are talking about HALT today. For those of you that don't know what HALT is, it's an acronym that stands for Hungry, Angry, Lonely, and Tired. And I actually like to add S, HALTs, for sick to the end of that. And really, the way that I understand it is it's a way that I can take care of myself. You know, I don't let myself get too hungry, or I try not to let myself get too hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And obviously if I'm sick, I can't help that, but avoiding that helps to keep me balanced, and reminding me that I need to take care of myself, because if I do let myself get to a point out of balance with those things, it starts to show up in my behavior. Maybe we're not as patient as we'd like to be. Maybe we don't feel as tolerant of a long line. So it is a way to sort of keep my emotions and that mental flow sort of in in a balanced place. And it actually feels very loving for me to be taking care of myself and to be mindful of, like, okay, well, it's not just what I'm eating, but, what's the quality of what I'm eating? Because that's certainly going to affect, how I feel and how I think and my ability to love, right? Like if I'm eating, I don't know, I eat pretty good, but in the morning or night, if I eat macaroni and cheese, how useful am I going to be? How good am I going to feel? So that's the H piece. The angry part, how do I keep from being, angry? I have a daily meditation that I practice, and I do have a spiritual practice. My God, that, is the reason that I have this life. I mean, it's so crucial to showing up as who I'm meant to be. And that's so important for me to be authentic in my relationships. But when I'm not, the same kind of thing, there's that risk of things coming out sideways. So we've got HA. The L is for lonely. So I try to surround myself with people that make me feel nourished. The nourishment piece and the community piece has been really big for me, because for a long time I think that I really wanted that, but I didn't know how to reach out for it, and I was more comfortable being alone, right? But now I can be alone and not feel lonely, and on the contrary, I can be in lots of people and still feel lonely if I'm not connected, and for me, being connected is about being honest, and being real with people, right? That's really what I feel saves me from that loneliness, is that, oh, I'm the only one, kind of thing. And then the T is tired. So, getting seven hours of sleep is ideal. I kind of feel like an old lady sometimes, I'm like 8:30 and I'm like, oh, but getting enough sleep is going to, make sure that I've got everything in its right order. And then sick, I mentioned, the S, because although you can't, actually there is, there's lots of ways you can prevent yourself from getting sick. And like I mentioned earlier, eating really high quality foods, organic if possible, keeping your body detoxed and cleansed, is a way that, your digestion is gonna build your, that's where your immune system is. And so making sure that you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of water, lean proteins if you can, and it's like everything that you hear about, avoiding the processed sugars, avoiding processed foods, stick with whole foods that are real, So yeah, that's our take on HALT today. And again, I'm Elizabeth Schindler, a holistic chef and integrative health coach.